The world lay in ruins. Once bustling cities were now silent graveyards, filled with crumbling buildings and scattered debris. Smoke hung in the air, and the sky was a dull shade of gray. A few brave souls wandered through this wasteland, searching for food, water, and shelter. Among them was Captain Alex, a strong and determined leader. He had seen too much suffering, and he was not willing to give up on humanity. Captain Alex walked carefully through the empty streets of what was once a lively city. He moved with purpose, leading a small group of survivors. They were tired, hungry, and scared. The memory of the alien invasion haunted them. Huge ships had descended from the sky, unleashing destruction upon the Earth. The aliens were ruthless and powerful, and humanity had been caught completely off guard. "Stay close," Alex said, glancing back at his group. He could see the fear in their eyes. Mia, a tech expert with a knack for finding solutions, walked beside him. She had always been quick-witted, and her bright smile had a way of lifting spirits, even in dark times. "Do you think we'll find anything useful here?" Mia asked, looking around at the broken buildings. "We have to hope so," Alex replied. "We can't let ourselves be defeated. We need supplies to survive, and we need to find a way to fight back." As they scavenged through the ruins, they stumbled upon a faded map on the ground. It was old and torn, but it showed a location that piqued Alex's interest. There was a symbol on it, one he recognized from the stories of Earth's ancient fleet, the fleet that had protected humanity centuries ago. Excitement surged through him. "This could be it!" he exclaimed. "What do you mean?" Mia asked, leaning closer to the map. "Look here. This symbol shows where the ancient fleet is hidden. If we can find it, we might have a chance to turn the tide against the aliens." Alex's heart raced at the thought. The ancient fleet was said to be powerful, equipped with advanced technology that could save humanity from annihilation. The group gathered around, their faces lighting up with hope. "We can't just sit here and wait for the aliens to come back," said a man named Ben, who had lost his family in the attack. "Let's find this fleet." With their spirits lifted, the group began their journey towards the location marked on the map. They traveled through overgrown parks and abandoned neighborhoods, avoiding areas that were known to be infested with alien patrols. Each step felt heavy, but the thought of the ancient fleet pushed them forward. As night fell, they made camp in a hollowed-out building. The air was chilly, and the sound of distant howling filled the night. The group sat close together, sharing what little food they had. "Do you think anyone else is out there?" Mia asked quietly, her voice barely above a whisper. "There must be other survivors," Alex assured her. "We can't be the last ones. We just need to keep looking." Suddenly, the ground shook, and a low rumble echoed through the air. The group froze, hearts pounding. Alex quickly stood up, scanning the surroundings. In the distance, bright lights flashed in the sky, followed by the unmistakable sound of alien ships. They were searching for them. "Hide!" Alex shouted, and the group scrambled for cover. They crouched behind fallen walls, holding their breath as the alien ships flew overhead, searching for any signs of life. The fear was palpable, but Alex's mind raced with thoughts of the fleet. Once the ships passed, Alex gathered the group again. "We need to move quickly. We can't let them find us here. The longer we wait, the more dangerous it becomes." As they continued their journey, Alex felt a new determination growing within him. They were fighting for their survival, for a chance to reclaim their home. Hope flickered in their hearts as they set their sights on the hidden fleet, ready to awaken a power that had lain dormant for too long. Together, they would rise from the ashes of humanity's destruction and fight back against the forces that had tried to annihilate them. They had a long way to go, but with every step, they felt a spark of hope growing brighter. Little did they know, their discovery would change everything. The journey to the ancient fleet's location was long and treacherous. Captain Alex and his group moved cautiously through the dense forest, where twisted trees and thick underbrush made every step difficult. The air was heavy with the smell of damp earth and decaying leaves, and the shadows seemed to whisper secrets of the past. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow through the trees, but the group felt anything but safe. Mia walked beside Alex, glancing at the map they had found. "We should be close now," she said, her voice a mix of excitement and nerves. "The symbol indicates we're near the entrance." Alex nodded, his heart pounding with anticipation. "Keep your eyes open. We don't know what we might find. We have to stay alert." As they moved deeper into the woods, the sounds of nature surrounded them. Birds chirped in the trees, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. But the peace was short-lived. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the forest. The group froze, their hearts racing. They had encountered alien patrols before, and the thought of being caught sent shivers down their spines. "Get behind me!" Alex shouted, pushing the group back. He peered through the trees, trying to locate the source of the sound. Moments later, a massive creature emerged from the bushes. It had dark scales and sharp teeth, its eyes glowing with hunger. "Run!" Mia yelled, and the group dashed away from the creature, their feet pounding against the forest floor. They pushed through branches and thick underbrush, their hearts racing with fear. The creature chased them, its growls echoing behind them. "Over here!" Alex shouted, spotting a narrow path leading toward a rocky outcrop. They darted toward it, praying the creature wouldn't follow. The group squeezed through the narrow opening, finding themselves in a small cave. Breathless, they huddled together in the darkness. Alex listened closely, and after a few moments the growling faded into the distance. They had escaped, but now they were in darkness, unsure of what lay ahead. "Is everyone okay?" he asked, scanning their faces. The group nodded, their eyes wide with fear. "We need to find a way out of here," Mia said, her voice steady despite the situation. "There might be a way to the surface through this cave." Using the faint light from their flashlights, they moved deeper into the cave. The walls were damp and the air was cool. They could hear the distant sound of water dripping, but there was also a strange humming noise that seemed to grow louder with every step. "What is that sound?" Ben whispered, his eyes wide with curiosity. "I don't know," Alex replied, "but it feels like we're getting closer to something important." They continued walking, the humming growing stronger. Finally, they entered a large chamber, and what they saw took their breath away. Before them lay a vast underground hangar filled with ancient ships, glimmering like jewels in the dark. "Is this it?" Mia gasped, her eyes shining with wonder. "This is the fleet!" The ships were enormous, their designs unlike anything they had ever seen. Some had sleek lines, while others looked more rugged, built for battle. Alex felt a surge of hope. These ships were humanity's last chance. As they approached the nearest ship, a bright light suddenly flickered on. The group jumped back, startled. From the light emerged a holographic figure, its form shimmering in the air. It looked like a soldier, dressed in a futuristic uniform. "Welcome, survivors," the hologram said, its voice calm and authoritative. "I am Aegis, the AI designed to control the fleet. You have awakened us from our slumber." "Awakened?" Alex repeated, still in shock. "What do you mean?" "The ancient fleet was created to protect Earth from invaders," Aegis explained. "But it fell into a deep sleep as humanity declined. You are the first to awaken us in centuries. Now we are ready to assist you in reclaiming your home." A wave of relief washed over the group. "Can you help us fight the aliens?" Mia asked, her voice full of hope. "Yes," Aegis replied. "We have advanced weaponry and technology. Together, we can restore humanity and drive out the invaders." With newfound determination, Alex looked at his team. They had found their last hope. The ancient fleet was alive, and they would use it to reclaim Earth. The battle for humanity was about to begin, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As Captain Alex stood in the grand hangar, surrounded by the ancient ships, he felt a spark of hope igniting in his heart. The holographic figure, Aegis, hovered in the air, waiting for further instructions. The power of the fleet was now in their hands. But they needed more than just ships. They needed a strong team to fight against the aliens. "We can't do this alone," Alex said, turning to Mia and the others. "We need to find more survivors. We need skilled people who can help us operate these ships and fight back." Mia nodded, her eyes bright with excitement. "Let's head to the nearby cities. There must be others who survived the invasion. We can't leave anyone behind." The group agreed, and together they left the hangar, retracing their steps through the dark cave. The sounds of the forest welcomed them back as they emerged into the daylight. The world outside was still filled with danger, but the thought of the fleet gave them courage. As they traveled back through the ruins, they came across other survivors. People scavenging for food, hiding from the aliens, and trying to survive day by day. Each encounter was filled with fear and desperation, but Alex saw the determination in their eyes. These were the people he needed on his team. At an old market, they found a group of survivors huddled together. Among them was a tall man named Marcus, known for his strength and skills in hand-to-hand combat. "I can help you fight," he said, his voice steady. "I've lost too many people to the aliens. I want to take them down." Alex welcomed Marcus to the team, grateful for his willingness to join their cause. Next, they found a former engineer named Clara, who had spent years working on advanced technology. "I can help maintain the ships and weapons," she said confidently. "We need to make sure everything works perfectly for the battle ahead." With each new addition, the group grew stronger. They found a medic named Sam who had experience in treating wounds and injuries. He brought knowledge and skills that would be crucial during their fights. They also recruited a young pilot named Ethan, who had flown small aircraft before the invasion. His knowledge would be essential for operating the fleet's ships. After gathering a solid team, Alex led them back to the hidden fleet. "Now that we have a team, we need to train," he announced. "We must learn to work together if we want to succeed." Over the next few weeks, they worked tirelessly. Aegis guided them in using the ships, teaching them about navigation, combat strategies, and the advanced technology that powered the fleet. Clara worked hard to repair and maintain the ships, ensuring they were battle-ready. Sam taught first aid and how to treat injuries, while Marcus and Ethan trained the group in combat techniques. As they trained, the bond between them grew. They shared stories of their past, their hopes for the future, and the pain of losing loved ones. They became a family, united by a common goal to fight back against the aliens and reclaim their home. One day, during a training exercise, Alex gathered everyone together. "We have come a long way since we first met. Each of you has shown incredible strength and determination. Now we are ready to take the next step." Mia stepped forward, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. "What's the plan, Captain?" "We need to scout the area for any remaining alien forces," Alex explained. "We'll gather intelligence and assess their movements. Knowing where they are will help us plan our attack." The team nodded in agreement, ready for action. They climbed into one of the ancient ships, excitement coursing through their veins. As they took off into the sky, Alex felt a sense of pride in what they had built together. They were no longer just a group of survivors. They were a team, and they were ready to take on the world. Flying high above the ruined landscape, they spotted alien patrols moving through the city below. Alex's heart raced with adrenaline. This was their chance to gather valuable information about the enemy. They were closer than ever to reclaiming Earth, and nothing could stop them now. The battle for humanity was about to begin, and they were ready to fight. The sun rose over the horizon, casting a warm glow on the ancient fleet hidden deep within the forest. The air buzzed with excitement and tension as Captain Alex and his team prepared for their first real mission. After weeks of training, they were finally ready to face the aliens who had devastated humanity. "Today is the day we take back our world," Alex announced to the team, gathered around the massive hangar. Their faces showed a mix of determination and anxiety. "We will strike at the heart of the enemy's camp. We'll gather intel and weaken their forces." Mia, standing beside Alex, nodded. "We've trained hard for this moment. We can't let fear hold us back." The group climbed into their ships, the engines humming to life beneath them. As they lifted off the ground, Alex felt a surge of adrenaline. The sky was clear, but the threat below loomed large. They had spotted the enemy patrols during their reconnaissance flights, and today they would use that knowledge to their advantage. Ethan, the young pilot, flew the ship with confidence. "I've got the coordinates for the alien base," he called out. "We'll be there in 15 minutes. As they flew, Clara worked on the ship's systems, ensuring everything was in perfect order. "Weapons are ready," she said, her voice calm and focused. "Let's show them what we've got." The group approached the alien base, a sprawling complex surrounded by tall walls and guarded by sentry towers. It looked menacing, but Alex knew they had the element of surprise on their side. "All right, everyone," he said, his voice steady. "We go in fast and quiet. We need to gather as much information as we can without being detected." They maneuvered their ships low, skimming just above the treetops. The guards below were unaware of the human fleet approaching. Suddenly, a loud alarm rang through the air. Alex cursed under his breath. "The aliens had spotted them! Evasive maneuvers!" Alex shouted. "Don't let them lock onto us!" Ethan pulled the controls hard, veering the ship to the side as energy blasts flew past them, missing by mere inches. "I'll get us closer to the base," he shouted, determination in his voice. As they entered the airspace above the base, Alex could see alien soldiers rushing to their positions. They were ready for a fight, but so was the human team. "Prepare for combat!" Alex ordered. "Clara, target their weapon systems!" Clara quickly activated the ship's targeting system. "Locked on! Firing!" she shouted, and with a roar, the ship unleashed a volley of energy blasts. The projectiles struck the enemy's defenses, causing explosions that lit up the sky. "Nice shot!" Mia cheered, her voice filled with excitement. "Keep going!" The enemy returned fire, and the air filled with bright flashes and loud booms. Alex felt the ship shake as energy blasts hit nearby. "We need to focus on the ground troops," he called out. "Ethan, fly lower!" Ethan nodded and brought the ship closer to the ground, dodging blasts as they flew. Alex could see the alien soldiers scrambling for cover. "Marcus, it's your turn!" Alex shouted. Marcus, armed with a powerful rifle, stepped forward. "I'm ready." He took aim and opened fire, his shots taking out several enemy soldiers. The others cheered as the aliens fell, their confidence growing. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the air. A massive alien warship had appeared, emerging from the clouds. It was larger than anything they had seen before, and its weapons were now aimed directly at them. "We're not alone!" Clara shouted, her voice filled with fear. Alex knew they had to act quickly. "Everyone, focus fire on that warship! We have to take it down before it targets us." They worked together, firing all weapons at the warship. Explosions rocked the skies as their shots collided with the alien craft. Alex's heart raced as he watched the warship take damage, but it was still coming. "Keep firing! We can't let it escape!" he yelled. The intensity of the battle reached new heights, and every second felt like an eternity. As the alien warship continued to advance, it unleashed a devastating blast that struck Alex's ship. The ship shuddered violently, and alarms blared. "We're hit!" Clara shouted, trying to stabilize their controls. "Hold on!" Alex commanded, gripping the controls tightly. They were in the fight of their lives, but he refused to back down. The battle for humanity had begun, and they were determined to emerge victorious. With one last surge of effort, they fired their weapons with everything they had. A final explosion erupted, and the warship began to break apart. Cheers erupted among the crew as they watched the massive craft fall from the sky. "Victory!" Mia shouted, her voice filled with exhilaration. They had faced the enemy head-on and emerged triumphant. But Alex knew this was just the beginning. The fight for Earth was far from over, and they would continue to push forward, united in their quest to reclaim their home. After their hard-fought victory against the alien warship, the team felt a surge of hope. Captain Alex stood before his crew, their faces glowing with excitement. "We've proven we can fight back," he said, his voice strong. "But the real battle is still ahead of us. We need to confront the main alien force and end this war once and for all." The team nodded, ready to follow Alex's lead. They had faced many challenges, but now they had a chance to take the fight to the enemy's home base. "Let's gather intel," Alex ordered. "We need to know where the main alien forces are located." Clara accessed the ship's systems, tapping into the enemy's communication lines. "I'm picking up signals from their command center," she said, her fingers flying over the controls. "It's located in the ruins of an old city not far from here." Mia's eyes sparkled with determination. "We can plan a direct attack. We need to hit them hard and fast." The team prepared for their final mission. They fueled the ships, checked their weapons, and made sure they were ready for anything. As they lifted off, Alex could feel the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He knew this battle would determine the fate of humanity. Flying low over the landscape, they approached the ruins of the city. The buildings were crumbling, remnants of a world that had once thrived. But now, alien forces patrolled the area, their ships hovering ominously in the sky. Alex took a deep breath, knowing they had to strike before the enemy detected them. "Let's split into two groups," Alex suggested. "Mia, you take half the team and create a diversion. Draw their attention away from me and the others while we sneak into the command center." "Got it, Captain," Mia replied, a determined look on her face. "We'll cause a scene they won't forget." As they split up, Alex's group flew low, hiding among the ruins. They moved quietly, hearts pounding with anticipation. Their goal was clear, to gather intelligence and destroy the alien command center. Mia's team soared above, drawing the attention of the aliens. Bright flashes of energy erupted from their ships as they engaged in a fierce battle. Alex could hear the distant sounds of explosions as they created chaos. "Let's move," Alex shouted to his team. They flew towards the command center, their ships gliding silently through the wreckage. Clara monitored their approach, guiding them to a safe landing spot. As they touched down, Alex led the team out of the ship. The command center loomed ahead, heavily guarded by alien soldiers. They needed a plan to infiltrate it without being detected. "Clara, can you disable their security systems?" Alex asked, knowing she was their best chance. "I'll try," she replied, rushing to the control panel outside the command center. She worked quickly, fingers flying as she hacked into the system. "Almost there, and done!" The security cameras blinked off, and the guards seemed to relax. "Now's our chance," Alex said, motioning for the team to follow him inside. They crept through the dark hallways, adrenaline pumping. They could hear the aliens communicating, their voices filled with urgency. As they moved deeper into the command center, they stumbled upon the alien leader, a towering figure with glowing eyes and a menacing presence. "You humans think you can defeat us?" It boomed, its voice echoing through the chamber. "We're here to end this," Alex replied defiantly, raising his weapon. "You took everything from us, but we won't let you destroy our home." The alien laughed, a chilling sound. "You are outnumbered and outmatched. Your resistance is futile." But Alex was ready. "Now, everyone!" he shouted. The team opened fire, their weapons blazing as they charged towards the alien leader. Explosions erupted, shaking the very foundation of the command center. The alien leader fought back fiercely, using its advanced technology to fire beams of energy. The team dodged and weaved, working together to outmaneuver the powerful enemy. Clara provided covering fire while Marcus and Mia pushed forward, determined to take down the alien commander. In the chaos, Alex spotted a control panel at the back of the room. "I'll distract it," he yelled to his team. He rushed forward, drawing the alien leader's attention. "Come on! Face me!" the alien snarled, turning its focus on Alex. But that was what he wanted. As the alien fired at him, he ducked and rolled, reaching the control panel. He pressed a series of buttons, activating the self-destruct sequence for the command center. "Now!" Alex shouted, signaling to his team. They launched a final assault, firing everything they had. The alien leader staggered under their combined fire, its energy faltering. With one last blast, the alien fell to the ground, defeated. The command center shook violently as the self-destruct countdown reached its final seconds. "We need to get out of here!" Clara yelled, urgency in her voice. They raced out of the command center just as the building exploded behind them, sending debris flying into the sky. The team climbed back into their ships, hearts pounding with exhilaration. As they soared away from the ruins, Alex looked back at the explosion, a sense of triumph filling him. They had faced the enemy head-on and emerged victorious. Humanity had not only survived, but fought back with everything they had. "This is just the beginning," Alex said, his eyes fixed on the horizon. The fight for Earth was far from over, but they had proven one thing: humanity would rise again, stronger than ever. Together they would continue to fight for their home, united in purpose and determination.